Hello, we are in 14.3, problem 1, page 824 and 825. Okay, so what are the units of the boxes again? 0.5. So it takes 2 boxes to make one whole number. This side and this side are going to be easy to find the length. If I count boxes from B to C, you guys count them and we'll see if we get the same thing. Oh, darn it. Why do they got to do fractions for us? No, well, maybe we should get the they took the calculators. Walking pass. Okay, so Molly did it for us. If we go 2, 4, 6, 8, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is going to be 4.75. The reason it's 4.75 is every 2 is a 1. See this? Half 1. So there's 1. There's 2, there's 3, there's 4. This is 4.5. And then a half of a half is 25 more. So this is 4.75. How are we going to get the diagonals? Distance formula. So we need some ordered pairs here. This is 2 1/4 over. If I look down, it's 2 and then half of a half, which is 2.25. And this is 1 1/2 1/4, so -1.7. What the heck? Are we going to do distance formula with that?
We're going to skip it.
Flip the page.
Yeah.
There will be some problems on your test where you have to look at a graph and use distance formula to find a side. I'll go back and I wrote the test yesterday. I'll double check that they're a little closer to whole numbers. The distance formula is hard enough on its own without throwing in 0.5 and 0.75 to deal with. Okay, here we go. Number 2, graph the parallelogram. All right, this one's looking better. Each box is 1. Go ahead, I'm on page 626. At the top is A, B, C, and D. Plot the points, please. Plot the points, please. I'm walking around. Silly. Oh, it doesn't have the nutrition info, that's why. Somebody threw away a And here's another. What are they thinking? Oh, this one doesn't have that nutrition. Finding your points. That one looks different than hers. Double check your plotting of points. That looks pretty good. Are you all right? Why are you so quiet? You tired? Okay, something's wrong here. That doesn't look like a parallelogram. I know it's going to be a parallelogram. Looking at these and Tony's, so I think it's this point. Double check that point. Something's wrong there. That looks good. That looks good. Sketching messed up. Good.
That's a pretty bag, Skittles. Apparently, I circled, but I think. No, it's good, that's right.
Okay, 1, 1. Here's 1 over, 1 up. 7, -7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 0. And 2, 8. All right. Do you guys want rulers, or are you doing okay?
I'm doing okay.
Write the ordered pairs next to each vertex. I'm feeling that we're probably going to need to do distance formula. Folks, Wyatt, Molly, on your diagram, write in the ordered pair and its coordinates next to each vertex, please. Okay, graph the parallelogram, determine its perimeter. We need the distance around each side. We need distance between A and B, distance between B and C, distance between C and D, and the distance between A and D. Okay? These two tables, you get AB. These two tables, you get BC. Those two tables get CD. Mr. Craig and I have AD. Here we go. Thank you. Oh, I got an easy one. Ha ha ha. Sorry.
No, Molly, what's wrong with you? It doesn't count. That's not fair. Like that. Like this, like that. Like this and like that. Wait, you said what?
You may use your phone as a calculation device. There are calculators on your Chromebooks. Uh-oh. Who gave me the baggie? Ernesto. Do you know how many are in there? 8. Check around. Are you getting the same thing as other people? Eight. Press V. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 plus 8 is 21. All right. Let's see what we have. AB table, what do you got? BC table. Hello? DC table. Nice. And I got 7.1. What do you notice? Okay, this is 10. This is 10. This is 7.1. And that's 7.1. What do you notice about the two opposite sides of parallelograms? So these two are the same, and those two are the same, just like in a rectangle, yes? This is like a shoved over rectangle, okay? They wanted perimeter, so we have to add those up. So perimeter is 10.
34.2.
34.2. So you may, on your test, have to use distance formula to find sides based on ordered pairs that you find on a graph. If you're asked then to find perimeter, you got to add up all the sides. Okay? Determine the area. What do we need for area? Okay, we need area is going to be base times height. We need to pick one of these sides to be a base. Hello? Excuse me, Wyatt and Molly, I need you looking this way. Okay, we can pick the 10 to be our base, and we can pick the 7.1 to be our base. Either way, we're going to have to figure out a height of one of those things. Okay, she's like in 10 as the base. Let's turn our parallelogram sideways so it roughly looks like this is the bottom. We need to figure out, we need to go from this corner straight down. Okay, if we're going to use 10 as the base, then what you need for a height is you go to one of the corners and you got to go straight down to the other side. How are we going to find that height? Okay, last week we were, or not last week, with our triangle we were able to see that it was right at a midpoint. This one's a little bit more tricky. What do you notice about these lines? What would you say about those perpendicular? We can use the perpendicular aspect of this line to figure out that point. What we'll need is this point right here so that we can figure out distance formula. How long is that point? All right, so let's see. What do we remember about perpendicular lines? If I have two lines perpendicular, there's something we know about their slopes.
Yes, they're reciprocals and opposites.
Reciprocal and opposite. All right, so this is going to be quite a few steps, but we can do this. This will be good review. The first thing that I want you to do is looking at AB, find the slope of this line. Find the slope of this line. How do we find slope? M equals, here, I'll do it right here. M equals, if I've got 2 points, there we go. Let's do this one as 1 minus a negative 7. This number is the y here. This number is the y there. Remember, y is the second of the two coordinates. So 1 minus a negative 1 divided by 1 minus a 7. On top, these guys are going to end up adding. That's 8. On bottom, they're going to subtract. That's negative 6. Somebody with a calculator figure out. Oh, no, let's leave that. Let's leave that. Okay, because we need the opposite reciprocal. All right, so that was the slope of this line right here between these 2 points. What's the opposite reciprocal? Flip it over. And the opposite sign. Okay, 6 over 8. I think this is going to be more confusing than helpful. I don't know about this. Should we skip it?
Yeah, I can skip it.
Everything is at an angle here. Everything. It's not broken. They like making it tricky on us. Oh, I found a better one. Okay, go to page 830.
That actually is a
Somebody just left. You'll have to wait for them to come back, please. 830. You know why this is a better one?
Because it's straight lines.
Flat. Okay, I will be able to figure out flatness. Okay, so they give us vertices. A is negative 7, 8. That makes this A. And B is negative 3, 11. That makes this B. And C is 5, 11. That makes this C, and that must be D. Okay. I want to go fast forward to area. In order to do area, I need base times height. I'm going to need this distance right here. And then I need to get a straight down from the top distance. Okay? I think we can count these. I picked this one. We could do distance formula, but let's see if we can count. How much, what are the units along the x-axis?
2.
Every box is 2. So let's see what we have. We have 1, 2, 3 whole boxes, and then a half of a box on this side, and a half of a box on that side. So 4 whole boxes. Every box is 2, so we have 8. This length is 8, or base equals 8. Now we need this perpendicular height from the bottom here up to the other side, and it looks like it is 1.5 box. The 1 box is 2,
3.
and a half of a box is 1, so the height is 3. So what you need for area is a perpendicular base and height. Area equals, what do I do with that base and height now that I have it? 8 times 3.
Divided by 2.
Don't need to divide by 2. We divided by 2 when it was what shape?
Triangle.
Triangle. Parallelograms is the same as doing a rectangle. You just straight up multiply them.
24.
Thank you. All right, so that'll be it for this. Keep your book out, though. We have a lot of blank space. Flip back one page.